Good morning. I'm Peter Milios from the Finance News Network. Stocks rose on Wednesday after yields briefly fell to their lowest level in 2 months, and the November market rally broadened into the Thanksgiving holiday. The Dow Jones Industrial Average gained about 0.53%, the S&P 500 climbed 0.41%, and the Nasdaq Composite advanced 0.46%. The yield on the 10-year Treasury briefly fell to 4.369% on Wednesday morning, the lowest level since September 22. It later recovered and was last trading more than 1 basis point higher at 4.433%. This also marks a significant drop for the 10-year yield after it crossed the 5% mark in October for the first time in 16 years. More than half of the stocks trading on the New York Stock Exchange were up on Wednesday morning, indicating widening breadth for the market rally. The tech-heavy Nasdaq also saw a greater participation with 62.9% of stocks in the index rising. Small and mid caps outperformed on Wednesday, rising 0.7% and 0.6% respectively. And in response to the strong results in the US and in Europe, hedge funds that shorted these markets lost $43 billion in recent days. Short sellers, particularly those targeting companies with higher borrowing costs, have faced challenges as low-quality stocks rebounded, coinciding with growing market confidence that the US Federal Reserve's rate hike cycle has concluded. Chipmaker Nvidia reported its latest quarterly results Tuesday after the bell. The company posted fiscal third-quarter adjusted earnings and revenue that beat expectations, but warned export restrictions on China would weigh on its fiscal fourth quarter. Shares fell 2.5% on Wednesday. Meanwhile, the energy sector in the US was the only sector that closed lower overnight, losing 0.1% on Wednesday. Marathon Oil, EOG Resources, and Devon Energy all closed lower. US crude prices fell on Wednesday as OPEC postponed a crucial production cut meeting, with the West Texas Intermediate contract for January dropping 67 cents to $77.10 a barrel, and the Brent crude contract for January declining 49 cents to $81.96 a barrel. The delay in the meeting was attributed to difficulties faced by Saudi Arabia and its allies in pursuing Angola and Nigeria to agree to reduced output targets, as per Bloomberg sources. In Singapore, iron ore prices continued their upward trend, increasing by 1% to reach $134.60 per tonne. Global steel production reported by 71 countries to the World Steel Association saw a modest 0.6% rise in October compared to the previous year, driven by increased output in India, Japan, the US, South Korea and Russia, while China's production declined by 1.8% from October 2022 levels. 15 countries, including the UK, Canada and Germany, have signed a letter to the COP28 presidency in the UAE, urging for an agreement to halt public and private financing for new coal projects. While the US did not sign the letter, it has expressed support for the ending new unabated coal power. Additionally, the EU Parliament has voted in favour of a resolution at COP28, advocating for the cessation of global fossil fuel subsidies by 2025 and the establishment of a carbon removal certification system. Uranium prices have experienced a significant surge, rising nearly 60% year to date and exceeding $80 per pound for the first time in 15 years. This increase can be attributed to various factors, including energy transition dynamics, security of supply considerations, and renewed utility contracts. Geopolitical tensions, particularly arising from Russia's invasion of Ukraine and a recent coup in Niger, have further heightened concerns regarding energy security and supply. Looking ahead to the Australian landscape, the SPI futures are pointing to a 0.2% fall. Thank you for listening and have a great day.